The Lakers season is officially over after dropping the series in 5 to Denver, and now the offseason has just begun, with reports already coming out that LeBron is planning to opt out of the final year of his contract and become a free agent for the first time since he became a Laker. However, I don't think it will be as dire as some people will make it out to be. What's good, y'all, and welcome to another Lakers Digest video. I'm your host, Okechi Apakama. Before we get into everything we have for you for today's video, guys, I want to bring your attention to something. There is 75% of you guys who have recently watched our videos who are not subscribed to the channel just yet. And if you guys want more of that, like news, like reactions, trade rumors, game recaps, just every and all things LA Lakers, you guys want to come right here to Lakers Digest so you guys do not miss any of the updates, guys. And I just want to take this time to thank each and every one of you guys who are already subscribed to the channel and who have been commenting and liking on our posts. It is greatly appreciated, and we thank you guys for sticking with us through this tumultuous season. And then we're gonna keep it going into the offseason and give you those Laker updates. Now, with that being said, guys, let's hop straight into the topics that we have for today's video, as LeBron planning to opt out. So, the Lakers obviously lost their final game of the season, 108 to 106, after another dagger of a bucket from Jamal Murray. And yes, there was like a lot of little things the Lakers could have done better, like rebounding, making their free throws, and doing some of those stuff along those lines. But evidently, Denver was the better team, and then it showed in the end as the Lakers lose in 5 games. So after the game, LeBron was asked in his media availability about him playing another season, and he was very actually coy about that. So he says he doesn't really have any plans on his NBA future, and he is currently focused on his family and then USA basketball training camp for the Olympics coming up this summer. So that's what LeBron said immediately after the game. And then ESPN's Brian Windhorst had a report the next day saying that LeBron James plans to opt out of his contract, and he's going to become a free agent, like I said, for the first time since he became a Laker. And this is big news, obviously, just because it is LeBron James and what he brings to the table and just what things that is going through his mind, especially during this period. He's gonna turn 40 if he was gonna play for another NBA season next season, and so a lot of factors are gonna go into this offseason, like what's gonna happen with LeBron James and why he could possibly either stay with the Lakers or move on. But I am a little bit more optimistic that LeBron will be staying for the Los Angeles Lakers, and I do have my reasons here. But first and foremost, that LeBron saying that he is unsure about playing again for the Los Angeles Lakers, or playing basketball again, I think that is obviously not true in any sense. He's just obviously upset about losing that game and losing a series and eventually ending another season and not in a championship fashion. So he's probably a little bit upset on that part. And then playing basketball in the summer, I think, is probably going to reinvigorate his interest in playing in the NBA season. And then also the big thing is his son has a chance to make his way into the NBA. So he is going to be another factor and another reason why LeBron James could continue to play basketball. But as far as the Lakers are concerned, obviously him opting out of his contract, I think it was more situational and just more smart for LeBron James, who is a person who is obviously going into his 22nd season. And then he probably might want some reassurances in his contract, because currently in his contract that he is planning to opt out of, it was a $51 million option. So he is probably going to try to re-up and then try to get a little bit some more money, and then also get a no trade clause in his deal, because he did not have that before when he signed his 2-year extension a couple years ago for the Los Angeles Lakers. So when he is able to get that new contract, he probably might want a little bit more leeway in that contract, and having that no trade clause is going to be a big thing for LeBron James. But he does have until June 29th to make that decision. And that's going to be a very big date for the Los Angeles Lakers, as that's going to be a couple days after the draft, but then a couple days before the free agency period starts. So that's going to be a very interesting in-between time for the Los Angeles Lakers, and changes already could be on the way for the Lakers if they do make a trade on draft night. So we'll see what the Lakers look like at that time, and then you'll see LeBron James possibly make his decision. But I think he's more of just LeBron could be playing us in this whole ordeal. So LeBron James has kind of been accustomed to, lighting fires and just doing little things within the media to try to get his way, whether it's getting certain teammates on his roster or, getting a certain contract or just finding a comfortable spot to be where he is player wise. So when it comes to the Lakers and offering their contract, I think they're going to do it regardless. There has been multiple reports already saying that the Lakers are willing to to make any type of offer to LeBron James, like they did to Kobe Bryant towards the end of the season or towards the end of his career, where they gave him a huge deal even after he tore his Achilles. So they're probably going to do the same thing for LeBron James and essentially give him almost anything that he asked for, money-wise and obviously contract-wise. And then even when it comes to drafting maybe his son or picking him up on teams, just to reassure that he's going to stay with the Los Angeles Lakers. But like I said, he could be playing us a little bit, because even when he was answering questions in his media availability after that Denver loss last night, he said something along the lines of this, because they asked him if he was going to it was his last game playing with the Los Angeles Lakers, and he kind of had a very dramatic pause, and then he said, I'm not going to answer that, and then he said that with a pretty big grin on his face. So take with that as you may, but I'm going to take it as LeBron James is kind of just playing with us, kind of just toying with us, because he did the same thing last season, and how he said like, oh yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to play basketball again, and then he came on the ESPYs and then announced that he was going to continue playing basketball. So LeBron can be a flair for the dramatics, especially when it comes from the media side perspective. So him kind of just laying it out there, it's like, oh yeah, maybe I won't play, or maybe this is my last basketball game. I don't know. Him leaving it very ambiguous is him just kind of just messing with the media and just messing with people, just as the Lakers go into the off season. And there's going to be obviously a ton of speculation as if LeBron James is going to move, but I don't think there is a real viable option for him to move to another team. So I don't really worry about that too much. It's just a factor of how much does LeBron wanting to go back through that whole grind and doing that whole NBA season one more time. Because although the Lakers did lose in 5 games here, I do think this team is a lot closer than people think. This team was on Denver's heels almost all these games, and they weren't blown out in any sense of the faction. They just had very bad stretches, and then those can be fixed or corrected by either better lineups and better players and better spots, and then maybe guys performing just a little bit better, guys like Austin Reaves and Rui Hachimura, to name a few. So I don't think the Lakers are too far off from what their ultimate goal is, and it only takes just a little bit of moves here and there, and then you can see this team as a viable contending option. And I think that's what LeBron James is sort of like going for here for Los Angeles Lakers. So he's putting some pressure on the Lakers to possibly make a deal or two to shore up this roster and just give it the best guarantee they can going into the season. Unlike last year, where last year they did have that belief and feeling, obviously bringing back some of the same guys, but implementing that and doing it in that concise and respected way, it just didn't really come to fruition for the Los Angeles Lakers. And then we saw the implications of that after the in-season tournament, where the Lakers really struggled, especially with finding the right lineups and just playing some of the right guys. And then it ended up in a big losing skid there, and losing to teams where they shouldn't have lost to. And that ended up making a difference, because if the Lakers win 1 or 2 more games, they're probably not even facing Denver in the first round. They're probably in the 6th seed, and then we're talking a whole different conversation. So what the Lakers do in the offseason is obviously going to be important to see what happens with LeBron first, but I do think that he is going to be back with the Lakers, and he's probably just going to re-up his contract and try to get that guarantee that this roster will be better. So that is what I think LeBron James is going after. But let us know what you guys, let us know what you think down below in the comments. Do you think the Lakers are going to have to swoon LeBron James into, coming back to the Los Angeles Lakers, whether making that roster better or, making a big trade or something like that? Or do you think LeBron is going to be out the door for Los Angeles Lakers, probably going to another team, like, I don't know, maybe like the New York Knicks or something like that? It's just, what is on your minds, guys? Just let us know in the comments down below. I have been your host, Okechi Apakama, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.